Eternal unity. Blasphemy! How dare you call yourself God? How dare you claim to be God and be equal with Him? Those were some of the words coming out of the religious leaders' mouths in John 10 verses 30, when Jesus claimed to be one with God. I and the Father are one. What an audacious thing to say, especially when tensions have been rising around Christ. Yet Jesus chose to speak boldly about the truth. He needed those around him to understand who he truly is. See, in the verses prior to Jesus' statement, the Jews gathered around him and challenged him. Jesus, Rabbi, whoever you are, if you are the Christ, tell us plainly. And he did. When Jesus walked the earth in his incarnated form, not everyone understood who he genuinely was. And even when Christ explained who he was to those around him, they didn't believe him. In fact, they proceeded to pick up stones in hopes to kill Christ on the spot. See, there's three things that we need to understand about this simple yet powerful statement. Number one, Jesus referred to himself as God's Son and to God as his Father. That comes from John 10 verses 36 to 37. He used Psalm 82 verse 6 to show that the Messiah has the right to claim the title Son of God. Number two, Jesus claimed that the Father sent him, the one whom the Father set apart as his very own and sent into the world. That comes from John 10 verse 36. In this statement, Jesus claimed pre-existence in the Father's presence. No biblical prophet had ever made such a claim before, yet Jesus claimed to exist before Abraham. And lastly, number three, Jesus only stated that the Jews did not believe him. He never said they misunderstood his claim to be God. John 10 verses 38 notes, even though you do not believe me, believe the works, that you may know and understand that the Father is in me and I in the Father. Jesus was not correcting a misunderstanding. They understood what he said perfectly. He was merely correcting their willful rejection of him. I and the Father are one is a part of a larger argument that Jesus makes in both previous and later verses. Jesus wanted those around him and us to understand that he is not a lesser person than God, nor is he greater than God, but he is equal with, and that the relational subordination within the Trinity allows for a perfect unity of a God that exists in three persons: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus, we see the Father, one in essence, purpose, and glory.